Previously, I did a video talking about one reason why your favorite Mortal Kombat character will be in Mortal Kombat 11. And there was such great feedback on the video, so now I'm going to be doing the reversed. One reason why your favorite Mortal Kombat character will not be in MK12. Now, do I honestly believe these? No. I'm just saying, if they were not to be in MK12, this is the reason why they wouldn't be. If you're enjoying the Mortal Kombat content you're seeing on this channel, make sure to drop a big thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss a Mortal Kombat video from me. With that being said, let's get on with the video. Maybe NetherRealm wants to be edgy, cool, and different. Maybe NetherRealm is really trying to be edgy, cool, and different. If he's not in the main roster, they're saving him for DLC or he's not coming back. Considering he was DLC twice, it's possible that he's not a high priority. He could also be saved for DLC, but if not, he's not coming back. For some reason, NetherRealm can't come up with a way to have Chameleon use the other ninjas' powers in ways that they haven't. If he doesn't come back, it's probably because they have Reptile and Ermac in their priorities. I mean, hey, Smoke missed 2 games in a row. You want to try it again? Much like how Cyrax always blows himself up in the story, he might blow up his chances to be on the roster. Sector has yet to be in a game where he's the only cyborg in a mainline Mortal Kombat game. The other cyber ninjas are just more popular than him. For some reason, NetherRealm might think he's still a joke character even though he was perfectly fine in Mortal Kombat 9. There are other Mortal Kombat 3 characters to choose from to put on a roster. No explanation needed. Also, no explanation needed. I really don't need to explain this one. For some reason, he's one of those Mortal Kombat 4 characters that always gets shelved. It's very possible that'll happen again. I wouldn't be surprised if NetherRealm's attitude toward adding Fujin into MK11 was just saying, "Here, have him, stop bothering us about him," and then never do him ever again. People just can't get over the farting and the puking. Fucking please. Nobody wants to see this character, and neither does NetherRealm. They'll probably add Havoc, but they won't include Hotaru. We're either getting a female Nightwolf, or he's not in at all. Of course he's not going to be in the game. If anything, he wouldn't be on the main roster, but a top contender for a DLC character. Maybe it's time NetherRealm finally pulls the plug on adding Kano in rosters. NetherRealm is just racist. NetherRealm is just really racist. Maybe NetherRealm really wants to prioritize other 3D era characters besides the face of the 3D era characters. Like Chameleon, for some reason NetherRealm doesn't want to attempt to make Shujinko use moves that other characters do in ways that they haven't before. As long as Ed Boon lives, this character will never be on a roster. Unless NetherRealm realizes they can capitalize on the popularity of Cobra Kai, they're not gonna do him. Female Chameleon has only ever been a Nintendo exclusive. Maybe they want to keep that streak. If they're not gonna do a Red Dragon story or an Armageddon story, he's not coming back. Now this would be an absolute shocker. I don't even know what to say. It's possible that they'll stick with the Grey Kung Lao and not regular Kung Lao. Liu Kang might have eliminated him in his new era. Unless they want Shang Tsung to be the mainline sorcerer, I don't see why he wouldn't be in it. Shinnok requires a specific story and a specific setup. Doesn't look like that's where we're going for MK12. He's no longer the Thunder God in Liu Kang's new era. He could just be an NPC. Copy and paste Taven's reason. Wouldn't be too shocked to see her go if they're going to have some MK1 characters sit out. NetherRealm is just on crack. Maybe they just want to spite the toxic Mileena fans. Jade is the type of character to miss a game and then return into the next one. Despite how much the writers put an importance on the NetherRealm in their stories, they always forget to include Ashra. If Mileena's not in the game, neither is Tanya. There are probably other 3D era female characters that NetherRealm would want to use over Li Mei. The same goes with Frost. They tried her in MK11, but I don't think a lot of fans really liked it. I wonder why. Considering how much controversy she brought in MK11, it's very possible NetherRealm will not even attempt to deal with it this time around. It would be very funny if Nitara ended up being one of those characters that appears in everything outside of the mainline Mortal Kombat games. I have a hard time believing NetherRealm would even attempt to make this character cool. Serena is always at the cusp of making Mortal Kombat rosters, but always falls short. Wouldn't be surprised if this happened again. If there's going to be any Shokan representation in MK12, I doubt it would be Shiva. Baraka had his time in the sun in MK11. Maybe there are other characters that they want to do. NetherRealm is too lazy to animate a horsey. Havoc can very much end up like how Fujin was in MKX. Fujin was very requested in MKX, but still didn't make it. Havoc is heavily requested in MK12, and maybe he won't make it. As long as Ed Boon is alive, this character will never show up in a Mortal Kombat roster. Unfortunately, the same goes with Moloch. NetherRealm just will not include joke characters. For some reason, he's the only Shokan character that NetherRealm has not done yet, and fuck it, that streak could keep going. The only reason why he wouldn't be in a game is if Shiva or Kintaro took the Shao Kahn slot. We might be on a Shao Kahn fatigue. There are other villains out there that can be utilized. For some reason, NetherRealm is avoiding Onaga, since he's pretty much the last boss character that they have yet to modernize. Blaze is one of those characters that is very rarely needed on the roster and in the story. For some reason, she kind of seems like a one-and-done character, as sad as that makes me feel. I don't think he had the best showing in MK11. Wouldn't be surprised if he sat out. They would just do this out of spite. They only wouldn't include her unless another combat kid was taking her spot. NetherRealm probably gets the message that this character just is not popular with the fans. NetherRealm is homophobic. There isn't much you can do with the character that you haven't already done. NetherRealm not including her on a roster would just be a form of a gift to us. It kind of feels like they've done everything they wanted to do with this character, at least for now. He also kind of feels like a one and done type of character. Again, also makes me sad to say. If Sector or Cyrex is in, this character is not coming back. If they're dropping the Chronica storyline, I have a hard time believing that Cetrion would still appear. Ed Boon stated the Collector was the hardest character to make. Maybe they don't want to deal with that again. If Garrus is not in, then they're definitely abandoning the whole Chronica story. No. And there we have it. There is one reason why your favorite Mortal Kombat character will not be in MK12. Let me know what you guys think about these fun little videos. I have a lot of ideas for other ones, so remember, if you enjoyed this one, make sure you drop a big thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss a Mortal Kombat video from me. I'll see you guys in the next video.